Hey, what's up, guys? Let's see, what day is it? It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. And my week is messed up because of work, because of the 4th of July holiday this next week. We're on an accelerated schedule, so my days are all mixed up. I'm a day or two ahead. But anyway, usually on Wednesdays I don't work. I mean, I won't be home at 5. I'm usually home at 8 or 9, depending. But today it's more like a... Anyway, I'm talking too much about that. I'm home early, and I figured I would do a video because I've gotten a few things since the last video. And I figured, what the heck, I'd show you guys what I got. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Let's see. The first thing is part of Best Buy's. What is it? It's I think it's buy one title for $9.99, 2 titles for $12.99, and then 3 titles for $14.99. Which is obviously, if you're gonna buy 2 for $12.99 for $2 more, you might as well buy a third movie. Just something random, but that's a really good deal. From the looks of it, it's mostly Universal and Warner Brothers titles. And also, it looks like they're mostly a lot of the titles that are $10 around upgrade and save. So it's like a mini little upgrade and save. If you buy all 3, they're $5 a piece. So it's a pretty good deal. And I picked up 3 things that I have just been kind of avoiding for the longest time. I just either didn't I wanted to get something else instead, and I put it back, or I just was holding out for something else, or like a better deal, or I guess you can't really get better than 5. But anyway, here they are. Just the first one is one I have never actually seen before. I've seen, I think, the middle of it. I forget if it was on HBO or something. And I think my wife and I were just kind of flipping through the channels and stopped on it for a little bit. And it was on HBO or whatever. It's a romantic comedy. It's been $10 for a long time, and now obviously I got it for 5 with the deal. And I never got around to watching it, and it looks okay. But you know, I think it got mixed reviews. But anyway, it's Crazy Stupid Love. With, you can see right here, Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore, Emma Stone, Marissa Tomei, and Kevin Bacon. Which is an all-star cast. Like I said, I've never seen the whole thing. I think we watched this scene right here. But I don't... It was like 20 minutes of it, and it looked interesting, but we missed too much, so we didn't know what was going on. But anyway, there's Ryan Gosling shirtless, so I'm sure you guys were waiting to look at that. I'll just zoom in on that. Oh my god. Isn't he just the cutest? Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things, so I figured, what the hell, for $5, I should get it. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. That's the first one. Second one is also one I haven't seen before. And I've heard decent things about it. It's been a movie that I've picked up numerous times and just, like I said, haven't pulled the trigger because it's either been $10 or so, or if it was $5, I just wasn't in the mood to buy it, or I bought something else, which happens a lot. So getting this for $5 when it's not upgrade and save is pretty cool. And it's another comedy, and that is Role Models, with Paul Rudd and Shallium Scott and whatever the hell his name is, I forget. McLovin. I kind of feel bad calling him that. He's going to be called McLovin the rest of his friggin' life. That movie, super bad. What the hell is his name? I'm curious now. Christopher Mintz-Plasse, the guy from Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2. The Red Mist. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Never seen it. I've heard good things about it. I mean, I've always been kind of like bleh about it. That was back when I didn't really care for Paul Rudd, and, you know, Shallium Scott I've never really been that big of a fan of. And even, you know, McLovin has been, you know, he kind of plays the same character. He looks like a loser. I'm betting he's a loser. But, yeah, I figured, what the heck, it's a comedy. I'm trying to buy more comedies and more, like, sci-fi movies and stuff. Speaking of sci-fi, this next one is one that I've been almost put the trigger on like 5 times, and I just kept waiting because, honestly, I wanted the digibook that came out this last year, and recently it was down to like $20. It's usually like 25 or higher, and it was like $20, $19, and I thought, oh, I'll just wait. During the last upgrade and save, I thought I'd wait, but it's been $20 forever, and I figured, what the heck, for $5, I'll just have the movie, and if it ever gets cheaper, the digibook, I'll just buy it. It's a later date, but it's a movie that I've wanted for a while, and it's a movie that I've only seen once, and it was several years ago. And I remember falling asleep during it, but thinking it was interesting. I think I was just too tired, but that is Blade Runner, the final cut. And I think that's the cut I watched. It was on Netflix at the time. I don't remember if it was the final cut or not. But I'd prefer to have the digibook with the other versions of it. I think there's 4 or 5 versions. This is a very interesting movie. It's definitely very 80s. I think it's 1982 or something. I don't know. I can't see it on there. It doesn't matter. It's a good science fiction movie. About, well, based off of Philip K. Dick's short story or novella called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which I read part of back in college. And do not remember a single thing about it because it was college. But yeah, I remember thinking the story was cool. And watching the movie years later, thinking the movie was decent. But like I said, I fell asleep. So I don't honestly remember a whole lot about the movie. Other than the fact that Harrison Ford was in it, and so was Rutger Hauer. And he was an android? They're replicants. Anyway, that's that. Those are the 3 I got from Best Buy. These next 5 are part of a larger order, I think it was of 8, that I got from Fry's.com when they had their sale going on a few weeks ago. And I didn't know about it until near the end of the sale, and I didn't even think about that because, I don't shop at Fry's. I don't have a Fry's near me. But it never occurred to me that I can go to Fry's.com and they can ship it to me for free. Like, well, here I am now. But these are titles that were all, I think, 1, 2, 3. I think 4 of them were $4.99, and then 1 of them was $9.99. And I might have to defend that one at the end here. I'm going to leave that for the end, but that was $10, and it was $9.99. It's a movie that nobody likes, and I'm going to tell you that I like it, and I'll show you why. Anyway, the first one, or the first 4, I guess, are just movies that I either not gotten around to buying, or I was surprised to see for $5, and I thought, fuck it, I'll just buy it. This first one is one that I've seen a couple of times. I think I own this on DVD at some point. I don't think I do anymore. But I remember really liking it. It's a little cheesy, but I thought it's kind of a science fiction-ish, well, that's not true. It's a thriller, kind of a paranormal type movie. And it's one of the first Blu-rays they released, because I can tell by the design. But anyway, without further ado, it's Stir of Echoes with Kevin Bacon. It's got that stupid banner and the very silvery spine. I think this is 2006 that they made this, which is the first year that they made Blu-rays. Is that right? 2006? I don't even remember, guys. Never mind. But I love it because it's got these, just like the American Psycho one, it's got like, these are the special features. 1080p high definition, 16.9 by 9 widescreen version, DTS 5.1. I just love it. It just lists the stuff that, well, no shit, it's going to be 1080p or blah, blah, blah. But I think there's only really one special feature on here. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. It's a movie that I haven't seen in a while, and it was $5, and I wanted it, so I got it. Anyway, I haven't seen it in a while. But this next one is a movie that I don't think I've ever owned. I think I had a burned copy back in college. And it's a movie that might be a little controversial, but I can attest to that it is a good movie. It's a little different, but the subject matter is different, and some people might be put off by it. But I thought it was very well acted and very well directed, and like I said, the subject matter is a little weird for people, I think. But anyway, that is Secretary, starring Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Spader. And now this, I remember seeing this, gosh, was this 2002? I saw this probably before college? No, I was started in college in 2002, so it was probably during at some point. And I remember thinking that would basically be like a softcore porn or something like that. It might be one of those type of things where you can joke at it. But actually, hold on a second. I still got some of that stupid tape. You guys ever get that where it's still on the sides of the damn Blu-ray? I think I got it now. I didn't notice that. Anyway, where was I going? Anyway, I thought it was going to be a different movie, and I started watching it, and it was actually much more interesting than I gave it credit for. This is back when Maggie Gyllenhaal wasn't really well known, I don't think. And James Spader, you know, James Spader's been known for a while, but I think it's more of a, definitely an indie movie for him. But it's basically, honestly, I don't want to get too much into it because I think I like when people go into movies blind. It's good to go into them blind. If you don't know anything about it, the main topic is he is a lawyer or a local lawyer, and she is his newly appointed secretary, obviously. And it's a S&M story told realistically and well, actually. Take that what you want. I thought it was an interesting movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but it was $5, and I thought, well, that's an interesting one to have in your collection. Does it do the same thing? It's, yeah, 1080p, high definition. System requirements: Blu-ray, optical disc player, and HD DVD. HD TV. I can read. Anyway, that's funny. Let's see here. Next one. This is also a movie I haven't seen in a long time. I don't know if I own this on DVD or not. I don't think I ever did. I must have rented it. But it's a good movie. And it's also a movie I haven't seen in a while. But, and it's also a movie that most people probably don't want to watch. Stars Paul Giamatti and Thomas Hayden Church and Virginia Madsen and Sandra Oh. And that is Sideways, which is about Paul Giamatti's character taking his, I don't know if they're best friends. I don't remember if they're best friends. They're friends, taking his friend out to like wine country for like a bachelor party or like a pre-marriage whatever. He thinks they're just gonna like have fun, but he wants to like get laid and stuff. And he's a struggling writer. He's written like a really, really big novel, and he's waiting to hear back on the result of the information. Waiting to hear back from the publisher to see if they'll publish it or if they'll even talk to him or whatever. And it's a really interesting story between the two of them. He's also like a wine connoisseur, or I guess just maybe someone who likes wine a lot. When this movie came out, I remember a lot of people started friggin' drinking a lot of wine or something, or really getting into it. It was pretty popular for an indie movie. But anyway, I thought it was decent. Like I said, I don't think a lot of people that I knew at the time liked it very much. It's a little meandering and a little deep or whatever. And honestly, I don't remember how it ends. But I remember liking it. All four actors were good in it. And I also like the cover. I like that image of them in the bottle. That's cool. I like that it's green too. And it's got a weird side. And blue, whatever. I think that's, is that Fox? Yeah, Fox Searchlight. Anyway. So yeah, that was also $5. That's why I got it. This next one was also $5. And it's a movie I have seen before. And it is a romantic comedy, but not the regular ones that are, you know, usually stupid and not very good. This is one that I remember watching, thinking, I remember hearing people talk about it and saying it was so good. And I thought, oh yeah, sure. But after watching it, I totally agreed. It's a great movie. It's a great story. And yeah, it's worth owning for $5 for sure. And that is 500 Days of Summer. It is about these two characters. Summer played by Zooey Deschanel, and I forget Joseph Gordon-Levitt's name in the movie. Ted or something, probably. Whatever, doesn't matter. But it was really well. It was a very quirky and witty, you know, quirkadaisical type of movie, which I don't usually like those types of movies. But this one was well acted and well directed, and like I said, blah blah blah. I like the story. Zoom in on the cover there. What am I doing? Whatever. Yeah, I feel like I'm taking too long in this stupid video, but I liked it. I haven't seen it in a while. I have it on DVD somewhere. So I'll either make a double pack here, or maybe I'll just do the upgrade and save. That is expired, so maybe I'll do the double pack. But anyway, yeah. Now this last one, this is one I said I'm gonna have to probably defend, because I don't think I've met a single person who likes this movie. And this was the most expensive of the ones I just bought. All the rest of them were $5. I think actually Stray Echoes was $6.99. But anyway, this one was $9.99. and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I'm getting it. I haven't seen it in years, and I remember thinking, what is everyone talking about? I think this is better than the one before it. I thought, well, whatever. I don't want to ramble on. I should just show you, and we'll talk about it. And that is Punisher Warzone. That's right. I paid $10 for this movie, which I'm sure most of you are thinking is a piece of crap. But honestly, one of the main reasons is I love Ray Stevenson. I think he's a great actor. Anyone who's watched Dexter last year will can attest to that he was a great actor. He's been in actually a lot more stuff since I first saw him in Rome, which he was excellent in. But I think he's a great actor, and I thought he would be... I wish they would take in the character further. I think he was a good Punisher. But a lot of people like the Thomas Jane version better than this one, and I've always personally thought that Thomas Jane version was campy and stupid. And this one is also campy and kind of stupid, but I thought it was actually a lot more... I don't want to say realistic because the violence isn't realistic. I think he punches someone's face into, like, it concaves his face or something, which is pretty funny. But I remember there's a lot of blood and violence in this movie, and I thought that it was just as over top as usual. But the storyline I thought was interesting because it was it showed consequences to your actions, because the Punisher and all these other superhero or vigilante type movies, you see these guys like gunning down people and bad guys left and right, and you know, a lot of crazy shit happening. And I believe in this movie that what happens is he ends up accidentally killing an innocent, and it's like racking him that happened, and it was during obviously one of his raids or whatever. But I thought that was well done. I thought the supporting cast was okay. The main bad guy is the actor from The Wire. What's his name? Dominic West? Is that right? Something like that. And he plays Jigsaw. And the character of Jigsaw was really fucking campy and stupid. But I don't know. I got a soft spot for this movie. It's dumb, but I liked it better than Thomas Jane's version. And that might just be because I like Ray Stevenson. I have not watched this movie, like, admittedly, in 5 years. So, I might be remembering it wrong. I also like that it's on the Marvel Knights label, which I feel like doesn't do much of anything besides, like, animated stuff. Anyway, this also has a digital copy, which I'm sure is expired. I think I already threw the fucking thing away, just like the other one. Whatever. Yeah. I hate when they say 2-disc special edition when the other disc is the digital copy. Like, that's friggin' stupid. I think Taken did that, and a bunch of other initial releases on Blu-ray. It's not 2-disc special edition. That second disc is useless after you use the digital copy. I always thought that was fucking stupid. Anyway, I could just ramble on all day about this shit, but how about I end the damn video? It's been almost 20 minutes, so here you go. One last look with Punisher on top. That's about, what, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies I got in the last week. So, yeah, I got more coming. I got at least 3 more coming from Fries. I'm not sure when those will come. They might come separately for all I know. One of them is awesome, by the way, and so you're going to love it. But the other 2 are just regular movies. One of them I think is for my wife. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you later for other things. Maybe a review, maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, ramble, ramble, ramble. Bye, guys. See you later. Thanks for watching.